This article highlights the fundamental flaw in the progressive ideology. I can do it, but you can't. Therefore, the government must do it for you. Mr. Wilkins made a list of things that he's learned from losing weight. I love this one. Number 3, obesity is a societal and environmental problem, not an individual one. Wait, you just said all you did was walk and all you did was lose 100 pounds. Only a progressive can just up one day and lose 100 pounds and then turn around and claim that society is keeping everyone else down. He says, quote, "The obesity epidemic doesn't exist because more than 200 million individual people lack willpower or love food too much or are too lazy to exercise or whatever the other crap routinely trotted out to explain why any one person is fat." Wait, what? You literally just stopped being lazy. You went to the gym every day. How is that not directly related to lack of willpower, overeating, and inactivity? How is that crap? It's exactly what happened to you. If society was really the problem and it wasn't an individual thing, guess what, Mr. Wilkins? You'd still be a fat tub of lard like me. Because society hasn't changed at all through that time period. Yet you managed to change all on your own. Isn't that kind of egotistical? I mean, isn't that egotistical of you to think that you and only you can figure out how to lose weight in this horrible society? Come on. He argues the real culprit causing fat America includes easy access to lots of cheap but generally unhealthy food. Oh, please. The shift towards more sedentary lifestyles. A collective decline in leisure time, because leisure time is so good for weight loss. And disposable income that leaves far fewer opportunities for people to find ways to eat properly or remain active. And of course, quote, a whole bunch more. Scott Baker of TheBlaze joins us now. Scott, am I nuts? Or does this story frustrate you as much as it frustrated me?
Well, I will assume that I'm as frustrated as you, even though my Skype cut off and I didn't hear your brilliant and funny monologue. Right?
Wasn't that brilliant?
And I apologize if I make any of the same points that you already made. But yeah, we want to applaud this guy for losing 100 pounds. But look, just man up and say you did it yourself. It's not society's fault.
Yeah, I mean, here's a guy trying to, I guess, give his ideology a pass when this is a real story of individual achievement. I mean, you know, here's a guy who changed his life on his own. He didn't need the government to do it for him. He didn't even need a treadmill. He could have walked outside. He didn't need anything except himself, and yet here he is with a litany of complaints about society.
Look, I think we do have to say that among the stories of formerly very heavy guys who lost like 100 pounds, this guy's having a much better week than Jared, okay?
That's a very good point.
And I don't know what was, you know, I read his whole story, and he's very honest about losing the weight. But, you know, he also revealed that at age 26, never been kissed. So I'm not sure what was exactly, you know, the more embarrassing part, right?
I suppose that's true. But like, it's like these, it's like the complaint, we have this a lot. Michael Moore says, I'm rich, but you can't get rich. You can't do it because society is stacked against you. Barack Obama says, hey, look, society's stacked against people because of racism. Yet here I am, the first black president. You know, I feel like there's that idea within progressivism, and it's a fundamental flaw with the theology or ideology, which just kind of makes it so there's always an excuse. There's always something built in because you have to be dependent on government. You can't do it without us. And I feel like that's the thing that just infuriates me about this. Here's a guy with a great story, and yet this is the only point he can make out of it.
Yeah. You know, and remember, I'm a certified CrossFit level 1 trainer, so I can speak with real authority on these things. Yeah. I always say, look, the best workout program for you is the one you're actually going to do. And for this one, it was the guy walking on the treadmill. For somebody else, it might be yoga. For somebody else, it might be throwing heavy barbells around. But we all, kind of using Glenn's words, kind of have to hit a pivot point. Whatever change you're trying to make in your life, this guy clearly hit a pivot point. And the biggest question is, what's going to help you make that decision? And that's true for all of us, whether we're making a big change in our lives or a small one.
Real quick, we got about 30 seconds. The CrossFit thing, that was started by a libertarian, right? And it's about, you know, doing this stuff on your own, working hard, and you have a group around you, but working your ass off to make something happen for yourself.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely it, and he is a libertarian. I think we should probably get him on Glenn's show at some point here.
Yeah.
I think they probably have a great discussion. Everybody can change their life at any point in their life. You just got to stick with it. It's been 5 years since I've had a bowl of cereal.
Wow, it's been like 5 minutes for me. It's a little different. But Scott Baker from TheBlaze, thanks so much for coming on.